Do you want to be one of the few dads who truly get to answer the call of God on their lives? One of the very few people who are going to be used by God in a massive way in their families, in their communities, and even the world. You guys, my name's Greg Wanberg. I am the head coach, the only coach of From Ashes to Embers, the pipeline for dads who came from broken homes so they can become the loving, confident, respected leaders that their families are waiting for them to be. You guys, this prayer is the most powerful prayer that you could ever pray in your entire life. Once you begin your walk with God, there is no other prayer that is going to change you more, empower you more, open you up to more, and earn more favor with God than this prayer. Every hero of the faith has prayed this prayer. Paul, Peter, David, Gideon, every single one of them had this prayer in their heart. It was never written down explicitly this way, but this for sure is a prayer that they had prayed to do big things, to overcome massive fears and insecurities about their own abilities, to overcome dark times that we would equate to depression and mental health issues, to face overwhelming odds, whether it was physical armies or spiritual armies, and to persevere and to overcome on the other side. This was the prayer that was resounding in the hearts and the minds of these men and women, these heroes of faith, that made it possible for us to have what we have today, to be who we are today. Every person throughout history who has shaped humanity for the better, every person throughout history who has given their life for something greater than them that they believed in, has had this prayer echoing in their heart. Every hero from every movie that came from a real person, every story of courage and inspiration, this is the prayer that has been resounding in the back of the heart, in the back of the mind of these people throughout history. Everyone that you've ever found and said, oh my gosh, what a crazy freaking story. I wish I could be like that. This is the prayer that they have been praying, and nobody that I know of has said it explicitly until today. Now, I'll tell you, God honors this prayer. This is a prayer that God honors big time. I know personally, and I know empirically. Personally, I've experienced the power of God in my life when I aligned my intentions, my will, my thoughts to this prayer more than anything else. Things changed. Things changed in a way that lasted. Things changed in a way that was measured, and things changed in a way that was so fast that it almost I had to remember that things needed to change in the first place anyway. Now, this prayer is especially rewarded if you find yourself in a pit. You find yourself on the back end of like a desert. You find yourself on a dark night of the soul. You find yourself at like a depression, like a horrible time, like a traumatic event or something. You're working through dark, painful things. This prayer in those times is going to earn you more favor. God is rewarding this prayer all throughout history. And again, he is looking for the few dads who are going to step up and who are going to pray this prayer from the bottom of their heart and to live by it. Like I said earlier, you guys, this prayer, it's going to unlock your courage. We need courage right now. Sometimes, if you're like me, like for me, there were times where I needed courage just to get through the morning. That wasn't even considering the afternoon or the nighttime or anything else. It was just the morning. I needed courage just to get through it. There are bigger things happening in our lives right now. There are bigger things happening in the country, in the world, and courage is absolutely necessary right now. Sense of purpose. I mean, how many guys are just feeling lost? They're paying their bills. They're making money. Their family has food on the table. They might even look good. They might be going to the gym, but they just have no idea who they are. They have no idea the value that they bring. They're not connected to this sense of self and belonging. This prayer is going to unlock that. And for anybody who's been looking for peace, here, peace out here, You've been looking to change things with your kids, to deepen your relationship, strengthen your bonds with your children. You've been looking to change things in your marriage, to shape for the better a new marriage, a stronger marriage. If you've been looking to take the family cycles that you were raised in that put the pain on you, and you are working to not pass them on to your children, then this is the prayer that you need to be praying. And I'll tell you, the biggest trap for dads right now, why this prayer is so damn powerful, is because it opposes the biggest trap for dads, and it opposes the biggest illusion for dads. Like, there's bait on this trap. It's a very provocative bait. It's a bait that we want. It's a bait that is taking something that's a good desire and it's twisting it so that we get stuck. And that is the knee-jerk reaction to escape the pain. I touch the burner and it hot and I pull my hand away. It's that knee-jerk reaction when something doesn't feel good. I'm out. I'm leaving. That's the trap, right? Like, look at divorce rates. Because people cannot handle the pain of changing to fulfill their promise, they have to leave. And then, of course, blame it on the other person, most likely. Right? This is where dads are spending more time sitting on the damn toilet, looking at their stupid phone, than actually being like, I know what I'm going through. I'm going to get the help, but for now I need to set it aside and just play with my kids. That knee-jerk reaction to the pain, I have to get out of the situation. Now, dads who are from broken homes, right, which is all of my content is that. Dads who are from broken homes, who are battling depression, they're dissatisfied with life. They feel lost. They don't have a sense of purpose. These dads who tell themselves and feel about themselves like they're just giant pieces of crap. This trap is especially dangerous for these dads because these dads have the largest responsibility on their shoulders because they're raising the future, and they have a massive wound that the enemy can just play off of over and over and over. And here's the trap. Right? I said it's that knee-jerk reaction. It's a little bit more than that. When a man works harder on not feeling his crap and his pain and the darkness than he works on changing as a man, he gets stuck. This is why that knee-jerk reaction is so dangerous and takes so much away from the family, and it takes so much away from you and your future. And this is why it doesn't ever work, and you end up in a worse place over and over and over again. You look to escape the pain, it gets worse. You look to escape the pain, it gets worse. There might be a momentary relief, but it's not lasting peace. It's not lasting healing. It's not lasting change, not lasting relief. It's temporary, extremely temporary, and you know what I'm talking about. It's because these guys have worked harder on not feeling those bad things than they have worked at being a better man. That is why, again, this prayer is so freaking powerful, because it takes all of this. It takes all the pain from a broken home, all the pain from being dissatisfied, the pain from being lost, and it takes all of the issues that come from working harder on not feeling those things than working at being a good man, a better man. And it just resolves it. That prayer is this: Lord, let me seek to be faithful more than I seek to be blessed. Amen. That's it. That's not even 15 words, not even 20 words. Lord, let me seek to be faithful more than I seek to be blessed. Right? If we think from a mental health standpoint, right, this blessing would be the answer of prayer to not feel it anymore. The answer of prayer for like this thing, right? Whatever. Instead of seeking to be blessed, if we prioritized being faithful, we then actually would be blessed. This is the prayer that David prayed. This is the prayer that Jesus prayed. This is the prayer that Paul prayed. This is a prayer that was in Mahatma Gandhi's mind. This is a prayer that was in Martin Luther King Jr.'s mind, that was in Malcolm X's mind. Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, every brave man or woman throughout history who stepped up to answer a call or to give their life for something greater than themselves or for somebody else, this prayer was in their heart and their mind. Let me seek to be faithful more than I seek to be blessed. And we should seek to be blessed. We should. Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. We should seek to be blessed. But more than we seek to be blessed, we need to be seeking to be faithful. And that, because people aren't praying this prayer, they don't have this intention in their heart that, like, you know what, whether or not I'm blessed, I'm going to be faithful. Whether or not I'm blessed, I'm going to do the right thing. Whether or not I feel better, I'm going to act like I am. This is where people are getting stuck. Are you following me? Can you see what I'm saying about that trap of that knee-jerk reaction to escape the pain and men working harder to not feel their pain than they work harder to be better men is causing and perpetuating all of these problems. All of that depression, all of the sadness, the sorrow, the heartache, the self-hatred, all of it is fermenting because you have encapsulated inside yourself the pain in a bag of help me be blessed. But you feeling better is not the way out of the pit. You feeling better is not the way to change your family. You feeling better is not the way, the path, the process of changing things for your children so what you went through does not pass on. It's you being faithful to who God created you to be as a man. Hard stop. Lord, let me seek to be faithful more than I seek to be blessed. Even if I keep feeling this, help me to be the man that my wife, my children, the people that look to me need. Right? Because if you pray this, you're answering everything. You are answering every single bit of the gospel, every bit of biblical text. Your heart's surrendered. You're looking to God. And you are putting everything that you want aside and just help me to be faithful. Right? If God is real and he does love you, then he already loves you. Whether you feel it or not, it's already true. So you don't need to be blessed with encountering that. You need to be faithful in believing that. And that's actually where it comes from. This is Thomas. Too many times we look for the proof before we believe, and that's not how the world works. I need to know that this business is going to succeed before I start it. That's why people don't start anything. I need to know that I'm going to accomplish this dream before I start trying to. That's why so many people die with dreams just on the shelf collecting dust. I need to know that this marriage is going to work before I commit to this woman. That's why so many dudes are freaking losers looking at porn and jacking off and don't have good women in their lives. I need to know that I'm going to feel okay before I open myself up to my kids and be there for them for what they really need me to be. That's why so many dads are distracted and disconnected. And I need to know that I'm going to feel better before I actually ask for the help that I know that I need. This is why so many guys do not get the coaching. They do not get the help. Guys have invested more money in feeling better than they have in real help. I run into this a lot. I talk to a lot of guys. They're like, hell yeah, I don't want to feel lost anymore. Hell yeah, I want to have a better marriage. Hell yeah, I want to have more sex and a better sex drive. I want to have more fun with my kids. I want to be more confident. I want to believe in myself. I want to feel healed and I want peace. Okay, here's the price. Oh, dude, I can't pay that. That's too much. But they're still paying for medication and therapy. The same medication and therapy that's not fucking doing anything for them. Dads have invested more focus on their feelings instead of the direction that they actually need to be going and the action to take in that direction. If you want more favor with God, if you want to be the man that your wife is like, holy shit, thank you. And your kids are like, my dad's a freaking gangster. throughout their young years and into even teenage years. If you want to be the dad who gets breakthrough in his heart, in his mind, and those results last longer than he does, this is the prayer that you have to be praying. And if you don't pray this prayer, if this prayer isn't in your heart, nothing will work for you. You have to understand that. Nothing will work. There is no miracle. There's no medication. There's no pain. There's no course, experience, conference, event. Nothing will help you if you do not set your mind to being faithful more than you desire to be blessed. So it really comes down to, what do you really want? Do you really want to change? Or do you just want to feel better? Do you really want to be more confident? Or do you just want to feel less bad? Do you really want a better marriage? Or do you just want it to not be like ending? Do you really want to be the dad your children need and stop feeling so sorry for yourself and so ashamed because you know you're letting them down? Or do you just want those feelings to go away and not have to change at all? Do you want your cake and be able to eat it too? Or do you want to step up and be the man and the king that God made you to be and really make a difference in your family for generations to come? Because you're either going to seek to be blessed or you are going to seek to be faithful. And they are not the same. I love you guys. You know what I'm about. You know what I do. This prayer should be enough for most of you. 95% of you, if you pray this prayer in your heart, you are good to go. And thank God and tell me. For the other ones who just need more, you need more help, you need more understanding, somebody to really walk you through how this works and how to change and who you are. That's what I do. Talk to me. I love you.